It's getting dark out. 7 or 8 o'clock at night. It's kind of warm out here. There's my cat. I'm going to put the rear wheel back on, the new one. The Pirellis are the ones I took off. These are the original 25-year-old, and you can see the blue in there. That's the original color of my bike, was blue like that. So we're going to do a tip of the day too in putting on this new wheel. I tried to balance it. I don't have any half-ounce weights. I have 1-ounce weights, and I cannot find my... Look, is that tighten right there? Fuck no. Well, before I put the wheel on, I'm going to have to do some tightening. I need to tighten that and this other bottom bolt right here. And then I've got the front wheel. We're going to put it on. When you go to put the back wheel on, leave all this loose. Let's see if I can show you how the rear brake works if you don't understand the rear brakes. It's called a clamshell action. Like, you know how a clamshell opens and closes, opens and closes? Well, what these two brakes do is they're basically the same size. They pivot off a fixed point, which is this that little tiny rivet right there, which does not come off. And they're held on by springs to a flat bar right here. That flat bar is connected to your brake arm. Now, just pretend that I'm up on up here, pushing the brake in or pulling it in. What it does is it slowly opens this flat part right here, which expands the brakes. When the brakes are expanded, what they do is they hit the inside of your rear drum, brake drum, that's what it's called, and the friction slows you down. So that's how these work. The one other tip of the day, first of all, don't adjust these before you get the tires on. I'll show you how to do that real easy. Another thing is you want to make sure you have no wax or oil or anything petroleum on these pads. In the brake world, when you're rebuilding brakes, they only use like 2 things. Well, 3 things. They use Coca-Cola. It's a long story. They use Ray Bestis brake lube, which is it's water-based, and they use brake clean, which you put it on here and it gets rid of, it lifts all the oil and dirt and everything else. Any kind of petroleum oil on the brakes, what it will do is it soaks into the brakes, and then when you go to put your brakes on your brake drum, it will grab on to this brake drum harder than a $14 hooker, and I won't let go. Next video.